Welcome! Welcome to Wednesdays. I'm your host, Amit Roy. Today I want to tell you about Quad and how to make money from Japan and outcome of the Quad Summit. Before that, I want to sing a song for you for one line. Hindi song that made me very happy because the outcome of the Quad meeting. Chura ke dil mera goriya chali. Anyway, now I come to the point. The Quad meeting was very successful in many ways, though it started beginning to tighten screw on China. Now Joe Biden has said it's a democracy versus autocracy, indirect communism. Now India is making progress, but I will explain how Modi doesn't at all understand Japan. Now I will tell you something very special now, because see, Indo-Pacific is very important. Now before military part, I want to tell you a very interesting part that is happening, and that sounds money for me, and Japanese money. Indo-Pacific framework of 13 countries, which has an economic horizon. You must know that Quad is 60% of world GDP. Oil passes through the area, and China is trying to dominate the area illegally. Now Chinese are playing wolf warrior. Now, they are saying gladiators, etc., and China and Japanese Navy is making sinister plans. They are making drills near Japan, threatening Quad. That is their reaction. China is scared. China is unsettled, And, China has many stupid and idiotic plans, and Indians eat that like hotcake. China would leak some news telling that it will attack Taiwan just before the Quad Summit. It's total bullshit. These are disinformation campaigns. India doesn't understand that. Indians are weeping widows. China is building bridges in Pangong. Indians are just looking and crying. What I will do? What you will do? Why you have such big defense budget? Why don't you kick them out? Anyway, now coming to Japan, and this Chinese and Russian exercise would really, Indians must think and reposition their blind faith on Russia. Modi licks its boot, Putin's boot, without understanding the gravity. China and Russia same. I don't know why he doesn't understand. Russia will never shun China because of the strategic interest. And ultimately, China's plan is to, old Hun plan. Hans. And China will want to repeat history, I tell you. Anyway, now coming to Japan, Modi has gone there. He's talked about, talked one-to-one with Biden. Americans are fickle people. Americans are so serious people, I tell you. And their interest is very, not permanent interest. But one wants to build interest with Japan. I don't know Australia. I've never been there. I never had any interest on Australia, honestly speaking. So I'll not be able to tell about Australia, except we used to be in the Commonwealth. But Japan, you see, they don't make business so fast. They don't go out so fast. So Modi has ditched Japan. Japanese don't forget easily. Japanese, in many ways, though Modi has talked about Indian gods, Benzaiten, Kichijoten, etc. But Japanese do not so much believe in words, but they believe in deeds. Like Justice Radha Vinod Paul. Even today, they worship Radha Vinod Paul, Dr. Radha Vinod Paul. He's a Bengali man. And somehow Bengalis understand Japan a little bit more. But the Japanese also like South Indians very, very much. Somehow you see North Indians, because of the food habit and other things, I doubt understand Japan. They don't understand Eastern Indians. They don't. Anyway, that's another debate. But point is that Modi has not responded to Japanese request, though Japan has requested many times that the Indian position would be changed a little bit. Modi has not done that. I don't know why Modi's so much love for Russia. That Russia feeds again India with Chinese every day. I tell you, China is doing that in consultation with Russia. China cannot do that alone. And Russia is highly opposing Quad. We must remember. Now, this is the point I'm discussing. Quad is becoming day by day more realistic, and Quad's impact China is feeling. But I must tell you one thing. This is the aspect I want to discuss more. The Japanese will invest in India 42 billions. Now, this is a story for me. This is the story, this is the intelligence. Military part is sideshow. So, how we can make money from Japanese investment. These corridors are being built. High-speed train is coming. That's a good part. But I must also tell you, Americans have criticized India's domestic policy, telling human rights abuses and not no less than security advisor, chief security advisor of the United States, and treatment of the minorities, freedom of expression issues, etc. Indians must be very careful. Very careful, I tell you. Not Indians. Indians are not doing that. Modi administration and BJP is doing that. And I warn them, nothing is granted. Anyway, if they change, that's good for India. But anyway, there are Japanese companies who want to invest and make lots of money. Japanese are investing, like Toyota is making 2.3 billion in investment in electric buses and cars in India. So the new energy would be an interesting part, and Japanese focus is always on automobile. And there are lots of things are being made in India. So people buying those stocks would make immense profit. Just I want to give you few examples. Honda CL used to be 80 rupees, today is 2000 rupees. So, and one more thing, why I trust Japanese. Reason being, they're very honest. They keep promise. They're very punctual. Indians are not punctual. Indians say something, they do something else. So, but Japanese are very punctual. And if you are not serious with Japanese, you may not do a lot of good things, make profit with Japan. And number two, Indian company managers and sorry to say that, this is my experience. Modi has cheated me so badly in banks, stocks. Taken my pant away. And many Indian companies cheat their shareholders. But Japanese don't do that. In business, there will be profit and loss. That's part of the business. But Japanese do not cheat their shareholders. Never, never, never. Impossible. So you buying Japanese stock is buying like gold mine. Business will go up and down. That's another part. This is not in, everything is not in my hand, even the manufacturer's hand, in the company's hand, board of directors' hand. But they will never cheat you. They will never cheat you. They are so honest people. Culturally so superior, Japanese do not tell lies. I want to give you one example. I was going by Shinkansen train. I'm a bloody haggard. Long time ago, people bullet train. And one lady, middle-aged lady, maybe she was, I was young that time, not like this monkey face, bandar face. And I was handsome. Not because this story has nothing to do with handsome, or because I was wearing little dirty dress, jeans and all. Shinkansen was going very fast, and there was food being sold. One lady came from nowhere. She bought a lunch box, you see. It's called obento. And dumped on my lap and went away. This is kindness. India should know. how kind these people are, how nice these people are. But one thing, Japan is a very bad place, for hard working place. They have a different culture. They must, their office ends at 6 o'clock, but they had to drink till night, and they're not strong as we are. They used to experiment on a lot of things on me, but they used to get out. I never got out except one or two occasions. And you can see when you're coming back home from Shinjuku station, you can see it's a Trafalgar. Japanese are sleeping many places on the platform, but they never fight. Like I saw somewhere in India, people little bit drinking and fighting. Abusive word. But Japanese don't do that. Japanese pee on their trouser, vomit in front of the vending machine, but they never abuse. So these are the cultural traits Indian must understand, though Indians understand. Sony is Japan. Sony is a brand. Sony is not Japan. You must understand Japanese psychology to understand, to be mingled in Quad. You don't understand Japan, you will never be successful with Quad. And also China. Indians don't understand China at all. Anyway, this is my humble submission for you. Thank you for tolerating me. And I have one request to Lord Amida. Moichiro, I want to visit you and Mount Fuji once more. Please make it possible. Thank you very much. Good night.